The texters are up early.
Hey, yeah, everybody's getting up early, I guess, huh? Good morning and welcome in to the day after Valentine's Day. How was loving a fifth wheel? Sorry, I've been wanting to ask you that all morning.
Non-existent.
when the kids are always 3 feet away.
If it's February 14th or not, why do you think I'm in such a hurry to get into a house?
Now, Jeff is currently staying in a fifth wheel while he looks for a house.
I'm able to save a lot of money.
I'm very jealous of what you're doing. It's a great idea because you're staying with family, so they're giving you a break on.
It's a great idea until you stay with family.
On rent, right?
Yeah, in their driveway, and it's I think it's probably taxing on everyone involved. But you know what? If we can tough it out, it's going to pay dividends in the future. That's what everybody's telling me, and that's what I keep telling everybody.
Well, you know what? Who knows? Your Valentine's Day was probably just as exciting as mine. I went home yesterday.
It's one Valentine's Day.
I stopped by the market, picked up some halibut, did some fish tacos, made a salad, strawberry vinaigrette, which is my wife's favorite. And that was it. That was the Valentine's Day. No card, none of that.
You are a success then.
Success?
There was a Michelin-starred chef. What does that mean?
Oh, God.
You've sailed the rivers of France.
Yeah,
tell me what a Michelin-starred chef means.
It means he's one of the best chefs in the world. I mean, a Michelin-star restaurant, and they get stars like 1, 2, 3, and so on. The more stars you get, the better, and I think it goes up to 3 or 4. But
his name is Ben Roach.
That's not the name of a chef. What's your name, Chef Roach? Yeah, okay. Just keep the roaches out of my meal. Thank you.
Think about all the adversity he has had to overcome in his career because he is a Michelin-starred chef who happens to have the last name Roach. I mean, you talk about having to overcome the odds, man. That defines overcoming the odds. Anyways, he's worked at top-rated restaurants in Chicago. And now he's the director of product development at Just Inc. Okay, I don't know what Just Inc. is, but NBC got a hold of him and they said, "Hey, what's your advice for Valentine's Day?" And despite what many would think he would say, he basically said, "Stay at home," and that's what you did. You stayed at home. You didn't go out. You didn't do anything.
Well, you always stay at home too, right? You get that heart-shaped pizza?
Yeah.
Or do you go out to get that?
I go out to get it, but I just pick it up and bring it home.
Okay. So you eat it home.
It says it's overpriced. It's not romantic. It's unpredictable. And what when it said unpredictable, I was thinking, well, he means predictable, right? This must be a typo. No, it's unpredictable. He says that restaurants are the worst place to be for Valentine's Day because of, and you worked in the restaurant field, and I don't know if this drove you nuts, but when you get a couple that comes in, would you rather not have a couple that comes in from a restaurant standpoint, or would you rather have bigger tables? I mean,
you mean like more people?
Yeah.
Yeah, because more people, more the bill is, which is more your tip is.
Yeah. He calls them, and it's funny, the terminology.
Oh, I see. So they go out to dinner and it's couples and they don't tip as much because they're not ordering as much.
Well, he says
it's not a family night.
Deuces. They call them deuces, and deuces at a restaurant clog up the pipes. And on Valentine's Day, it's nothing but deuces. You have tables for 2 throughout the restaurant. Servers do everything once per table. So that means they have to explain the specials, they have to take the orders, they have to bring out the food. So they're doing 4 times more the work than they would typically be doing because some tables have 4, 6, 8 people eating at them. They would bring it all out at once. Well, now it's this like if you're ever trying to do something tedious, but you have to do it repetition. Data entry, I guess, would be a good
I get what you're saying.
Of that.
And you talk about it being expensive. I remember this the first time I saw this price gouging happen with restaurants was when we were in college, and I think it was we used to have these weekends where they'd have a Mother's Weekend and a Father's Weekend, and I remember it was going to be Mother's Weekend, and Mother's Weekends always happen in the spring, and they would bring somebody to town to perform like an artist, and then and it would be all about the moms. But we went out to dinner. And I was like, we got to go to my favorite place. And I went there thinking that, I was going to be able to order what I normally order. And no, that wasn't the case. They had a special menu. and they only cooking 7 things off of the menu that had 30 things on it. And all the things that they had put on this special Mom's Weekend, as they called it, menu, was double the price. If it was normally $10, it was $20. You were going to get a burger for $20. If you were going to get a steak that was $30, it was now $60. And it was the exact same thing. They just price gouge the crap out of you. And then that's when I realized you go to these places with these special menus, it's BS.
Last night, special menu was crap because you don't get to choose off of anything. You get like 4 options. Special menu. Special menu means reduced menu. So you're paying more for less of an experience. Right. You're better off going out tonight to dinner than you were last night.
We have some great restaurants here. I mean,
absolutely.
And I'm guessing most of those restaurants probably had their full menu last night. They didn't turn up the prices or mark up the prices. But I don't know because I wasn't out. But so I'm sure if going out was your thing and you went out and you had a big dinner and you threw down a lot of cash at it because you got that big expensive bottle of wine on the menu because they mark up 4 times. And you had a great night. That's fine. But you know what? I'm 42. I've been through a lot of Valentine's days. I'm going to say at least 20, 21 to be exact. And I'm just kind of over that. Like, I don't mind doing that, but I want to do it on my accord. I don't want to do it when the calendar tells me that we have to.
So you did it right. I'm just here to say you did it right. I did it right.
Yeah.
Just stay in and let that, hopefully you don't forget that 364 days from now when it comes up again and you're like, oh, I got to go out for, no, you don't. The restaurants don't want you there. But they do. The restaurants want you there because they have to do business in that fashion that night. But they just need to,
I get it.
They have to do business that night. It's not a fun night for anybody. It's not a fun night for you, the diner. It's not a fun night for the restaurant. It's not a fun night for the chef.
Good morning. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.